Hey, it's Kennedy, the Gulf Coast Baller, the Panhandle Pro from Pensacola, Florida. And we are back with another episode of the Smoke Screen like we always do about this time. Next to me is Rose. Next to her is Cara. Under me is Tip the bartender. Next to her is B. How we doing?
Chilling.
Lovely.
How are you?
How about
Oh,
you?
oh, good. Riled up, ready to get into this episode. But first, what's the strain of the day? What we smoking on?
Smoking on.
Okay, so me, I'm fucking with this hybrid. Not a sativa this time.
Oh,
It's
Nobody
called,
felt any way about it.
it's called Blue Blue Zushi. And it's good. I can't see all them little bit ass words even with these glasses on, but it's like 20 point something percentages, I think.
I think it's like 29.
Oh,
wow.
that's even sexier.
Mm.
And that's what I'm fucking with tonight.
that'll numb you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Got a ticket for a free drink. I want to cash it in. What can I get?
Come on over. Hey, listen, real quick. I got you something real simple, but it's the butcher there. It's called the Tipsy Auntie. Because I had forgot because I've been drinking. It's called a Tipsy Auntie. It's just some simple sweet tea. You know, some good old southern sweet tea always be good. But I put some deep Eddie's lemon in here as well. A couple shots.
So you named it after yourself? Is that what you did?
Yeah. So it's a Tipsy Auntie like myself. Come on down board or Tipsy Uncle if you want to, but it sounds better with the tea. But anyway, just come on, get you one. Come on, make you one.
So it got tea. Is it iced tea? Like you got ice, or is it just a straight?
Like you know that Louisiana. Am I saying it good? Louisiana.
I mean, that'll work.
What all of you? They said it better. That kind of tea brewed on the stove. Then I put some ice on it.
I like some brewed tea.
Okay.
So there's some real tea.
I love some.
It's got antioxidants in it.
Definitely.
Yep.
Okay. Little lemon, little tea, little ice. And if you don't like ice in your drink, guess what it can do?
No.
This shit right here. This shit right here.
Okay, all of that little shit that's on the screen there.
Yeah, you see all them little things twirling?
Keep your eyes frozen.
I don't know how you was going to do that, but no.
I'm not going for it. No.
Segue denied.
Hey man, make sure your ice thaw.
Yeah.
Whose pick was this?
Keep that shit frozen.
This is my pick. This is officially like a Kyra movie. It's one of the ones where I get to watching something late at night and I'd be like, hey, y'all, let me tell y'all about this movie.
Right quick.
And this is one of those. I like Val Kilmer. I like the little sci-fi stuff. So that's how we got there.
All right, we're not even gonna waste no time. What did we like about this movie?
Okay. I like that Val Kilmer was in it.
Love Val. All right, what did we like about this movie?
It had a good enough premise. I would say that. Then
I like the point of the movie. Like you said, the premise, the story.
And the point of it all.
Yes, exactly.
It's my favorite.
This is a movie about global warming.
Okay.
And the environment. And it is super important, like, that we protect our environment. Now, I'm not saying that I do a good job of like really, really helping, but like I don't litter. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's good. That's good.
I hate when people throw stuff out, like when you're driving and people just fling stuff out the window. Do not be in my car. And if I'm in the car with you, don't do that. Give it to me.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
and I know that's like the bare minimum.
But you contributing.
I'm contributing.
You're doing your part.
Yeah. Devin the dude said anything is plenty, man.
You may not be helping, but you're not hurting.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. I believe in that.
Do no harm.
That's it. Do no harm.
So
that's the one.
Yeah, I like this about that movie. But the thing is, they did harm.
Yeah.
And that's how you get to environmental terrorism. And we have to be like, that doesn't fix things. Eco-terrorists. That doesn't fix things.
No.
That brings us back around to shit still being fucked up when you're making it worse.
Even more so.
You're making it worse. You're not helping.
For sure.
So I think the environmental aspect of it is very important, and I did appreciate that. It was the execution.
Yes. So I will say this: what I liked about this movie was hearing about the story from one of my co-hosts as she was telling the story, and somebody was so crunk about this movie that I got crunk about this movie.
You got all in it.
Mentioned, I then said, "Hey, let's watch it, y'all. Y'all don't want to? You want to just watch it because you hear how Cara talking about
the whole thing with this movie."
But then I watched it, and then I watched it, and I wanted to choke slam everybody. And
got what you paid for.
What's wrong with her? Why y'all like? I thought y'all was like intelligent people, but why y'all making these decisions?
They were so dumb,
so fucking dumb, so fucking dumb.
The entire
time. Yes.
Stupid.
So I like the fact that Takara told me the storyline, and that allowed me to sleep through most of this movie.
You already knew.
That's it, B. That's it.
I was so excited when I opened my eyes and I saw the credits rolling. Because every time I opened my eyes throughout this movie, they was doing some dumb stuff that she already told me that they was going to do in the first place. And they was literally doing it in front of my eyeballs. And all I could think was, let me just go back to sleep because they pissing me off. Every time I open my eyes.
And I already know what's going to happen anyway.
Yes.
I knew
This was the most Caucasian Tubi movie I've ever seen. That's all.
Raggedy, y'all.
It was real raggedy. Real raggedy.
Heavy on the raggedy part.
I was so happy.
News version of a Tubi movie.
Yes, I was so happy that 99% of the people in this movie died because they deserved it. They deserved it.
It should have been a fucking 100B.
Come on, get out of my head, Tiffany. Get out of my head.
If they all died, they might have been all right. The world. If they all had just stayed and died, the world might be all right.
Would have been okay.
Or might have been.
Yeah.
Like
maybe.
But I'll go ahead. I feel like it still have been fucked up because we know what happened at the end, and it was a bird that got shot down.
It was the
wasn't that a bird?
A fish.
Because they were it was a fish. Okay.
Yeah.
The bird came and was eating the fish, and the man was calling for the dog.
Yes.
To go.
Okay.
And the dog had been eating the fish.
So now the bird and the dog
was already fucked when them animals started eating on them other animals. Exactly. It was already spread. It was already spread every fucking well.
It was it might have slowed down some. So really, I just wanted to talk about it. I needed to banter about this about how stupid it wasn't even. It was like you could see how it could be good, but they were just making dumb mistakes. Like if we all contaminate, if this thing is contaminated, I'm gonna bring it in here. I'm gonna touch all over it, and then I'm gonna quarantine the room.
And they didn't even. Wait a second. They quarantined the room, but they kept going in and out.
In and out of the
room.
In and out of it.
In and out.
Ain't nobody washed nothing. Ain't nobody showered. They didn't have no mask.
Nobody sanitized or wore gloves or anything.
Like everybody keep telling these folks, don't keep going back into this room, and she like, but I got to learn more. Bitch, for what? It's in this motherfucker.
Are we on this part? Did we just go the transition?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. What didn't we like about this movie on the 15th anniversary of it? We celebrate
this movie. That's what we didn't like. This movie, So how you so this lady laying here dying, and this black stuff just coming up out of mouth, just coming up out of mouth.
It's just like a sewer.
Like a sewer that's overflowing. And
like septic tank.
She's gonna take her hand and wipe it off her mouth.
Dig it out with her hands.
And then
all hands, nothing, just hands.
And then go to give her CPR.
They had to stop her.
They had to stop her. What?
I had to fast forward through that part because I was gagging watching it, and I was
I was just like, "Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious?"
Like, it was very cringy. My shoulders was tense. It was like,
we got to get out the room right then and there. We got to quarantine right then and there. Like everybody get buck bookie and shower down. We quarantine.
Ain't had no water rolls. There's no fucking running water. Remember?
That's right.
It was also stupid.
Okay. That don't make it better, but I forgot about the
They didn't do everything that they did was the exact opposite of what they should have did.
What they should have did.
The
whole movie.
Every step.
How you gonna
give CPR to somebody that's got sewage looking like gook coming out of their mouth?
Shit in their throat. How your breath gonna get past the shit in their throat?
How you finna get your breath past that? How?
Show me. And then she was into
furious the whole movie. The whole movie.
Yes. And she's a hero. She was supposed to be the smartest one, and she, I swear, seemed like she had the least amount of fucking sense. And even the dude with the phobia, he got on my nerves. He got on my nerves. But he would make sense at some time. The boyfriend.
He would make sense
at sometimes. Mm-hmm. Now he wasn't shit for real. Like he just wasn't.
No.
But he would make sense sometimes. And I'm like, he's the only one I feel like saying things like, don't do that.
Right.
And I'm just like, ugh. And it's making me mad that it's him, the asshole. That's making
me mad. The man, the black man, like the pilot. First of all, that man gave you one instruction. Don't let her on this plane.
That's it. Don't let her come.
Don't let her get on this plane, on this helicopter. And he just disregarded.
He was like, "Come on, girl. Your daddy said don't come."
He just jumped in. What?
Your daddy said don't come here, but you might as well.
You can do what you want to do.
All right.
You're doing
this anyway.
Yeah, let's see.
And let's not forget the fact that they were supposed to be in the Antarctic or something like that. They were supposed to be somewhere real cold, trying to get a woolly mammoth out of the ice, but there's grass as far as the eye can see.
That's the whole global warming thing. Because it was melting. And and when I went back and I had to go to the beginning, I did go to the beginning, y'all.
I know because you told us, but go ahead.
I forgot.
Yes,
the polar bear.
You told us.
Yeah, you're right. The polar bear actually started the spread. The Thaw was the beginning, but if the polar bear hadn't been eating the mammoth head, the things wouldn't have gotten out so fast. So that's why the polar bear down in the basement had the disease.
Yeah. Speaking of the polar bear, when that silly ass daughter took her ass back in that room with the polar bear pulsating and shit, and she going to get the camera because she got to find out more information about what happened to daddy. Them preachers came out that bell so fast to get at her ass, right? And then they let her come back out.
Yeah.
They own her. They own her body.
Yeah.
He got a gun out. You don't go no further. They watch one of the little monster things go into her cut. And they
I see it.
But that shit happened fast. But then when he made her strip down, because he didn't make sure she ain't got no more bugs, like that took a long time for her to get out her clothes. So if it was a little bug on her,
it could have been in her clothes.
But also, why did they only do the front of her? I know the other dude looked at the back, but why didn't she turn around so he could see The back too.
Remember,
he trusts the other dude, I guess. They trust
She told him that she wanted him to inspect her.
But she took off all of her clothes. So he would have just seen her crack on the back.
No.
But he got to see all her bits.
Yeah. We didn't like nobody in this movie. We didn't like none of them people.
Yeah, I don't know how the girl didn't get infected. Well, as many times as she went by the bodies and as much touching and grabbing and gathering things out of these rooms that infestations, like how you didn't get infestations.
Right.
When you had a whole open wound that a bug crawled into and had to be pulled out of.
Like how you not infested. And let's be real here. When they found the girl, the assistant of the daddy in the cockpit, what make you think ain't no bugs in there? Y'all found her.
That's all I can think. How was the helicopter the safest place on the island? How was that the safest place? This lady who just gagged disgustingness out of her mouth just got out of that helicopter.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That's the safest place.
How
was that just a lot that didn't make sense. It just didn't make no fucking sense.
No. Yeah. And why the daddy the craziest motherfucker out there?
The craziest of them all. Eco-terrorist.
He the craziest motherfucker.
Literally the craziest.
That's all.
Even when he told his story, I was like, what?
What
How did you about?
And even when the student said it, how did he go from that to this?
Right.
I'm like, yeah, how did he go from that to this? Yeah. Like, what happened in your life? There's too many questions. Like, what happened to make you go from that to this?
And like, how you think they gonna be able to catch this shit when you just watched how quickly it reproduced and spread? Like, I don't understand how you thought these folks was how the world was gonna stop this.
Right? How are they gonna stop it?
Girl, her name's infected girl.
Oh, well, that's why we didn't know her name.
She even got no name.
She ain't have one.
Yeah,
that's the daughter.
Girl.
No, that's the assistant.
Oh, okay.
She had a name.
Yeah.
I feel like
her name was Jane.
Yeah, something with a J.
Yeah.
She's like, I know her. I gotta go in here. I know her.
Uh-huh.
She get out of there. You don't know what she got.
You're crazy.
I slept on part of this, but I do remember opening my eyes and she was saying the lady had died and she was saying, have some sympathy. I knew her and she was crying. I'm like, who gives a damn if you knew her? She is dead.
And she had to go back in the room.
We all got on the counter. You
knew her. I'm leaving, and if you want to stay here with her, you can do it forever. But I'm leaving.
I'm gonna stay as long as you like. I'm out the door.
Also, the one man who had some sense with the gun, and you have been very much about quarantine and everything and everyone who need to be quarantined.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did you shoot that hole in that window?
In that glass.
Why you did that?
You shot her, but you shouldn't have shot her.
No.
But why would you shoot through that glass? And then they just walked by and left it. They didn't even try to tape it up.
They
didn't cover it up. Nothing. They just left this open.
Nobody was like excited enough and like I can't think of the right word, but nobody was concerned enough for me.
Concerned.
It's like, why you okay? At the minimum, get the fuck out of that building.
Yeah.
Right.
The whole building needs to just
get out of there.
Like,
first of all,
why on fire?
Why the creatures wasn't coming under the door?
I thought they could fly at one point. Like, wasn't some of them flying? I was like,
no, they weren't flying. They was little.
Okay, they was just crawling.
Yeah. But like the door's got a thing over it. Y'all put some tape over that bitch?
No. You ain't sealed, man. Door.
I got a question.
Nothing.
Come on.
I got a question. So when they decided to chop this man's arm off, why do they have no stuff to stop the bleeding? They just got walking away. They ain't got no tourniquets. They ain't got nothing they ain't got nothing to cauterize the wound. Like nothing. I know more about this process than they knew. Let me just say that.
And how they stopped the bleeding so fast? I know that the man with the gun came and got a tourniquet together, I think. But he was bleeding a long ass time before he got it tied off.
He should have been. If we being real life-ish, he should have still been. He shouldn't have had no strength to go in there and hold that lady and pump her some morphine and pump him some. He should have just been kind of passed out. They cut his whole arm off,
all the way off.
Like at the
good part. This good part.
Yeah, right here. You see how my arm bent? Cut.
They could have took the meat cleaver and put it over the fire.
They definitely had fire. They definitely fucking had fire.
Oh yeah, they made fire.
Yeah,
but they didn't use it. They made it and just looked at it.
That's they were about the smartest cavemen with the fucking mammoth at this point.
Yes. Oh my God.
Just like not involved in any shape or form. Like y'all ain't watched no movie. Nothing. Like I feel like y'all all smart people. Like y'all all students and like scientific people. And like y'all ain't learned shit at schoolhouse.
No, nothing. The common sense just went out the damn door.
That was the issue. The common sense was gone.
Book 6, no common sense.
I'm telling you, them be the worst ones.
I feel like they ain't have neither one of them bitches, truthfully.
No.
Well,
it was bad.
It was bad. The Thaw. If you want to yell and fuss at the TV, here you go.
Yes.
What are we giving this movie?
Listen, I gave this movie a 1.25 on the count of I don't like fucking movies about bugs. Like I just don't. I get itchy. And this shit, I was itchy throughout. I had to play Tetris and just not see a lot of this. Thankfully, my friend Takara told me everything about it from A to Z before watching this. Yeah. So I was okay. And every time, like you said, B, I look up and I was like, yep, that's the shit she was talking about. I don't need to see this. Tetris. Because this movie just made me creepy crawly and I don't like that. And 1.25 for me.
Okay.
So I gave it a solid 2. I watched it twice. I feel like it was so much missing because, like they said, I told them, but that was based on the first time, and I was in and out with the dozing. But also, it's a scream at the TV kind of movie. Like, what are y'all doing?
So angry.
And so that drew me out. Like I was for it. I just needed to see how dumb, how stupid it was going to continue to get, and it didn't fail. It didn't fail.
That kept getting more stupid.
Yeah. But it was the people. They was just getting dumber and dumber. And it's a good story, y'all. It just could have been
so much better.
It could have been better. Like I could see the potential. That's why a 2.
Okay. I too gave it a 2. It makes you yell at it. You have high hopes for the black man that's in the movie because you think maybe he gonna have some sense because when you got a token black man or a black woman in a movie, they got the most sense, and that motherfucker didn't. He really didn't. He had no sense. He was just as dumb as everybody else, and for that, then I'm not.
Was
true. Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. Like I said, I slept most of it. It gave me a good nap. So for that, I give it a 1.
Oh, okay.
It earned it. It earned it.
Wow.
All right. The Thaw. It comes away with a solid 1.5 blunt on the smoke screen. And y'all know what that means.
Yeah.
There's more than 2 people. You're going to need some more weed.
Yeah. At least get a drink. At least
get you a tipsy auntie.
That's it.
Hey man,
you're gonna need something.
1.5 blunts. If y'all like to watch movies and yell at the TV screen and tell the people what to do, even though they can't listen to you because it's already been recorded. This is for you.
This is
for you.
Yeah, there you go. Watch. Gonna be like, don't do that.
Watch.
Yes. And for more suggestions on things to watch, you come on back next week at the same time on the same channel.
Yes.
We got you.
Yeah. Yes. We'll see you then.